Hi, it's Joy, and today we're going to be watching Titans, Season 4, Episode 3, Jinx. I loved the first two episodes of Season 4. I'm worried about Rachel. I'm worried in general. I cannot wait. Reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and I do say unedited. I've lost the ability to say it. You can watch the unedited version. You can watch the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and let's go. Yes, we're worried about Rachel.
Is she gonna be okay?
Mum and Dad checking on their baby. Whenever random people you've never met before are talking about getting married, having a baby, they're about to die. Okay, so Rachel's power is being stored in that thing. So if we get that thing back, we can get Rachel's power back?
Tonight we shall take back what's ours. After that, nothing else matters.
Tonight? Oh goody.
We're gonna find out who she is, how she fights.
When we find that out, we'll know how to fight her.
Next time we see her, we're gonna be ready. Or stay here.
As the leader, you have to sound like you know what you're doing.
You start your Robin training today. You're gonna finally learn how to use that bow staff.
Okay.
Corey and I have.
Should have started with that.
She caught me off guard. Next time I'll be fast.
Sweetheart, it's okay.
I'd like to buy it.
Seriously?
Oh, this is Mother Mayhem, right?
I mean, of course. Great.
Who is he and why does she need him? Is it similar to like how Rachel was the heretic, a sort of another branch of something?
Didn't want to
Let her foot hit the ground.
Oh my goodness. Why did we bring her outside if she could do something like this? Could we not have met with her inside? Well, that would be great.
I don't know, I just feel like I've got a responsibility as like a Titan.
Rachel seems happy here.
Is it your responsibility if it wasn't your choice to begin with?
Exactly, but the same goes for you, Gar. I mean, that is a big conversation to have, you know, like if you happen to have powers for whatever reason, is it, and you can help people, is it your responsibility to do you have to? Both point yes and no, I think. Oh, sweetheart. I know Rachel's going through stuff, but she's just talk to her about what's happening, please.
Gar, what?
Gar. Please don't just wander off.
I would get flashes of this weird
Glad he's
place.
telling someone.
Let him tire himself out, then we can actually get started.
Oh, Tim.
I got some moves too.
Is that a heart?
Oh my goodness.
Corey? Corey? Undo it now.
Mm-hmm.
Is her heart beating? Can she breathe?
She'll be fine, I think. Trust me, she's not going anywhere.
I mean, she is it the people that live here that own this vault come?
I hate magic.
Fucking hell! Oh my god, no.
What are you doing? Stop.
Fucking hell!
Trying to help him.
Did she do it so he'll be desperate?
This guy. Can't you see it?
Oh god.
How about now?
At least he's not alone. So far this season's doing a really good job of utilising all the characters.
These people weren't chosen randomly. There's a pattern.
See if there is.
Just need to find it.
He's getting his analytical brain on and it doesn't have to be evil.
Just like old times.
Let's just not talk.
Dick has a lot of ex-girlfriends, which is, you know, perfectly fine for a man of his age.
Like I'm supposed to know every crazy witch with a staff.
It'd help.
It would help. I feel like going to her was really just reaching for straws.
You want to play 20 questions? Or you want to save your girlfriend?
Also, Dick is not protesting at her being called his girlfriend.
Thank you.
What? Are you kidding me?
Oh my god!
You alone can save them.
Save who? You know what? Don't answer that.
Listen.
Does it mean she can save, like, the Titans and people here?
When the red moon fills the sky, my true fight begins. You always said it was about my destiny.
Yes. And now your destiny has arrived.
Oh my god, the witch and the blood and
The
everything.
warrior I trained you to be.
Oh, she was finally free of destiny.
I can't do Dick. How do you know about him?
Mm-hmm.
It's a part of your destiny.
How? You'll understand more when the time comes.
Very intrigued.
Now.
I'm a beta version of a video game. This guy, Sebastian Sanger.
Oh my goodness.
Online says he's the creator.
And he's the same genetic mutation as the other victims.
So for all
Interesting.
we know, he could be the next one.
Interesting. But obviously they don't want him to kill him.
Don't worry, you'll get your reward.
Damn right I will.
Oh god, Dick, what are you walking into? I don't think so. Cheating? He can't do that.
Much as you hate me, you wouldn't get anyone else killed unless your life was on the line.
Interesting.
Congratulations, detective. 5 million.
Done.
Jesus Christ, imagine having that much money.
You free Corey and help the Titans, and this is yours.
Go ahead and kiss her.
What?
How you undo the spell?
Jesus Christ! She's so fucking with him, isn't she?
No, it's not. I just wanted to see it.
Thank God.
Are you okay?
If you try something like that again, I will fuck you up.
She will. This has gone great, but at least we've recruited someone.
I can stop her there.
We, Connor.
Time.
No, I told you, I just need one more shot at her.
Connor, sweetheart, it's not all on you. But he wants to revenge Lex.
Do not go off on your own.
So intrigued. Like, obviously he's part of the bloodline she wants, but he's not. She doesn't just want his blood.
But I know you, Sebastian. I've known you since before you were born. I know
Right.
what's in your heart. It's wonderful.
She's trying to use you here, mate.
If you let me,
Oof.
will you let me?
Oof. So he has to agree to it somehow?
Yes.
So he had to consent?
Metreon.
Oh my god, hurry up, Titans.
Betrayal.
Sithos.
He heard the last word though, can you remember it? Or was there another one? Hi, Connor. Promise, we're kidnap saving you.
Who are you?
We're the Titans. Buckle up.
Oh my god. Oh, she doesn't seem bothered by this, and he did hear the last word. Does he just have to say it whenever, or is there a fifth word? A fourth word? A 10th word?
What is...
When the blood moon is full, the world will fall to evil.
Corey's destiny is to do with the blood moon. Sounds great. How long to the blood moon? Just asking for a friend. This show is always so much fun. I think this season they're doing a fantastic job of including all the characters, giving all of the Titans sort of screen time and plot development and plot devices. Sometimes the show has been a little heavy on, like, you know, follow Dick a lot, and we follow, you know, Gar gets an episode and then it moves on. Whereas I think they're doing quite a good job this season of balancing everything while still introducing new characters and new elements. Obviously, Mother Mayhem, we know a little bit more now that she's targeting people who come from a specific tribe or like have ancestry that dates back to a specific place, and that clearly Sebastian is not just a pet, he must be like a royal or something, you know, like his bloodline is pure or whatever. She doesn't want him dead, she needs him to say the magic words. It's all very interesting. We're getting like closer to getting the information. Now, she didn't seem bothered when we grabbed him and ran, so is she kind of happy that he's with the Titans because she can easily find him and get him back? Is she happy because he heard, were there only 3 words that needed to be said, and therefore he can just remember the word he says at any time? That was not the smile of someone that had been thwarted. That was the smile of someone that was okay with how things were going, and I don't like it. Jinx is definitely an interesting character. I do think it would be a nice change if a female character that Dick knew in the past had not also been someone he slept with. Like, yes, Dick is a very handsome man. No, he doesn't need to have slept with every single woman he's ever met in his entire life. Like, it's fine. But she was an interesting character, and kind of, I enjoyed the way she was playing Dick the whole time, but then he was able to see through it, and once he kind of, obviously I think he was kind of going along with it because he had no other choice because of Corey, and then once he kind of had enough pieces he could put it together and be like, right, okay, I can easily pay you 5 million. Imagine. If there, I mean, yes, both of my parents are still alive and one of them is still a wonderful person, but if there are any reclusive billionaires who would like to adopt me, I'll be adopted. Yes, I am almost 29, but you know what? I'll be adopted regardless. But no, that was interesting. It's to me interesting seeing her interact with the team, seeing what she might be able to tell us, because yes, she obviously doesn't know who. It would have been very helpful if he described the person and she went, oh, Sarah Beth, yeah, she lives down the road. But she'll be able to understand more about what they're facing, because even Rachel, who was able to tap into like magic and figure things out, but she was still fairly new to it and still learning it herself, whereas Jinx has been doing it for a while, so she'll make an interesting addition. I'm just saying, Dick and Corey have a destiny together, and you know, I called it from season 1. And I think it's really interesting that we started the season with Corey saying like, I'm finally free of destiny and I'm just choosing for myself. And now immediately it's like, actually, this is your real destiny. You've never been free. I feel a bit sorry for her in that regard, because like, maybe there was a part of her, I mean, I think she was telling the truth when she said she felt free, but maybe there was also a part of her that was sort of feeling a bit like she always had a purpose and now she was lost. But then the Titans were her purpose. But regardless, her destiny is apparently to do with the red moon or the blood moon, Dick. And I'm stressed and excited. I'm excited for Corey to come into her own and her powers and to kind of figure out exactly who she really is. I just love this show so much. And I'm glad that Rachel wasn't, you know, Rachel, it was interesting because I wondered if she truly had lost her powers, which obviously is what it looked like and is what has happened. How would that be? Because her powers have brought a lot of negativity to her life. Yes, they brought her the Titans and this family. Yes, she's been able to do some good with those powers, but they also caused her like a childhood of like trauma and a lot of scary, dangerous situations, whereas without them she's kind of free to live a normal life. Obviously that I don't think she necessarily would want to, and I do think she will get her powers back, but that's just such an interesting development, the fact that they had her kind of feel empty and then just be like, but oh my god, I'm free, the darkness isn't here. And yes, obviously the minute she was in a dangerous situation she was like, actually those powers would be nice. Gar, I'm obviously stressful because he also didn't choose this life, choose this way. But I'm glad he finally told somebody what he was experiencing. I think it had to be Rachel or Dick or Corey, like someone he knew inside and out that he has trusted for a very long time, and brought Rachel with him on his journey, because he needs to figure out what's happening with this. He needs to figure out what it's trying to tell him and what it's trying to tell him about himself. And he brought Rachel along and he wasn't alone, and that just made me happy. Connor is putting a lot of pressure on himself. I definitely think he feels like somewhat the weight of Superman's greatness, like he has to be as great. He's also aware that like he's physically very strong and fast and powerful compared to most of the rest of the Titans, and so like he feels like it's on him to right these wrongs, particularly when he was framed for the crime and it was one of his fathers that was murdered. I worry about him because I think he's carrying a lot of pressure. Tim is still the most precious being. I love him so much. He is so eager to be Robin, but I think it is really important and good that Dick is being like no, you're going to train. Because yes, we saw in the previous season that Tim has skills, that Tim is somebody who you think, yeah, you've got it in you. But he's still a little fledgling superhero. He needs to train, and I absolutely love that about this show. That it's not like, oh, kid, you want to be a superhero? Off you go. There is training involved first. And like, if push comes to shove and they're in a really deep situation, sure, maybe they will have to recruit him, but the emphasis is on him training, and I like that a lot. Sebastian, I do feel sorry for currently. He just seems like he's... I mean, so they said they're very British, aren't they? But they said his foster mother is the woman that died. So obviously, potentially, his birth family is what's significant. And was he put into the like care system to try and hide him from people like Mother Mayhem? There's a lot to find out with him. And obviously, you feel sorry for him. He's kind of like quite a pathetic figure, never really stood up for himself, has sort of potential but has never quite got there, maybe has often had obstacles in his life rather than chances, and you can see why he would grasp at something like this. It's going to be really interesting to see him interacting with the Titans in the next episode. I love this episode. This season is so promising so far. I'm actually so annoyed that it's going to be 6 episodes or whatever, because the break had better just be until like January the 1st. And not like March or something. But I'm loving this season. I think they're doing such a good job of building it up, of setting it up. I feel like every season this show has improved upon itself, has found its strengths and focused on them more. And I think this season, like I've loved every season of Titans, I can't lie. I'm not one of those people that was like, oh, Titans is bad. But I do think every season I've been like, yes, they've taken what was strongest about the previous season and they've embellished it. Yes, it's not a perfect show, but it doesn't need to be. It's our show. It's my show. I love it so much. I'm just so excited to see where it goes next. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction and all of my reactions to Titans on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.